Greetings, gamers, and welcome to another live stream. Well, I know I live streamed Friday 13th not too long ago, but that was actually the multiplayer online-only base game. And recently, about a week ago, they had an update that offers offline play now. I know this probably sounds crazy to certain generations out there, but there are offline bots. That was a very popular thing I remember back in the day with Quake. I remember Quake being one of the very first games I remember playing that had a bots that you could add to the game, which is basically computer players in the place of, human players in multiplayer situations. So, right now we got ourselves a Virtual Cabin add-on. It's 2.0, I believe. So let's take a quick look at that before we jump into the bots, just to give you guys an idea of what the update does, give you a taste of things here. Now, offline bots I'm pretty excited about because for those of you who are not very familiar with this game, you can set a preference to be Jason Voorhees, but guess what? I've played up to like 20-something rounds, and I'm not picked to be Jason, so you're going to be playing a lot of rounds before you even get to see Jason. Hey, what's going on there, Coola D? Now, this is the Virtual Cabin add-on here, where you get to walk around cabin here, virtually. And right here, you get to go and look at all the other characters. And I thought this was really cool. This was an added character, Eric J.R. LaChappa. And I didn't know because I didn't follow the Kickstarter very closely. But apparently he was one of the large contributors of the time. And he got to have his own character in the game, which I think is pretty cool, but well deserved that you contributed that much to the game. I'm grateful because I think this is an awesome game. There's other odds and ends here. You can kind of just walk around the house and look at stuff. That's pretty slick. That's an awesome Christmas present you got there. That's a very awesome Christmas present to get a Xbox One. And yeah, I guess this is just a thing where you can walk around and experience like biography stuff about certain parts of the game and aspects. Like you can go up to different Jason masks and then they'll kind of give you a lowdown on it. And as you can see, there's other additions coming soon that you can go into other rooms. You just kind of walk through the cabin, look around at stuff, and you can see different characters in different situations. Like here's all the arsenal of Friday the 13th and lots of different weapons in the game and items that you can get. And some other cool stuff. Yeah, they talk about summer camp, which was pretty cool. That's what I believe they originally wanted to make a game off of. And yeah, all these items, if you play this game, very familiar. Typical stuff: flare gun, medical spray, firecrackers, car keys, the usual. And it's just kind of interesting if you want to read about a little bit more about the game and how it was developed in a fun, like 3D museum way, like you can walk in. And yeah, you can see Kenny and Tiffany apparently are more than just friends. And I've got a locked door, so that's interesting. Yeah, I can bust into the shower, that's always nice. There's one of my go-to, I think, underrated characters, Jenny. Jenny's a good one. She's awesome. Even though her repair skill really slacks, the rest of her skills, I think, balance out pretty well. So if you're just good, if you can get used to somebody with a low repair ability, she's pretty fun to use. This is another good one to use. So I can understand, doing updates on anything nowadays takes a very long time. That's one of my things that always gets me to fall back on my retro stuff when I've just had it with modern games, and every time I log in, I just feel like they have to do updates constantly, especially games that are online based, which I understand why they have to be that way, but it's just so frustrating. So, anyway, that's the virtual cabin. Nothing too fancy about it. Just kind of a nice little add-on in the game. The real question is, how the hell do you get out of the virtual cabin? Thought you did it. You can reset it. Interesting. You can change the date. Go through the counselor database. Yeah, you can do a lot of interesting stuff in this one. But we'll just jump out of the cabin. Just want to give you a little sample of what you get. Well, it sounds like you had a pretty killer Christmas, buddy. So let's jump into the reason that we even have this stream. Let's run right into the offline bots. We'll just go down the line. We'll do start with Higgins Haven, I guess. And you get to pick which type of Jason you want to be. And I don't have all of mine open, unfortunately. I'm still working on that. But you know what? I'll start with... Let's do a variety of Jasons here. I don't know if I'll be able to see the Winter Classic. Now, let's start with where it started all, the first type of Jason here. Let's select him. Got all his goods. We'll take that one. We'll leave it on 7 counselors, and I will actually start with easy. We'll do an easy batch of counselors and see how they do. Now, I'm not as great with this version of Jason, so this will be interesting to see what happens. Well, now that you've got that Xbox, you can pick up this game. Because I think they have this for Xbox and PS4. Nothing on the Nintendo yet. Well, you start out as Jason.
Make them remember what they did to us, Jason. Kill them.
Now, the big advantage of this version of Jason is that he can run. And I believe his warping abilities are pretty good. Now that I see all that activity out there in that direction, what I normally would do is I would run to where the phone box is, almost first, and then once I'm at wherever the phone box is, which I thought I warped straight to it, but apparently I missed it somewhere, this version of Jason has a lot of traps. There's the phone box. So I like to set traps by the phone box to kind of slow them down. Somebody saw me. I do like picking up as many of these as I can, because it does come in handy to have a projectile as Jason.
Why won't you fucking die? Jason.
Got a good smack on me on that one. Now keep in mind, this level is easy, so we're going to see how much of a challenge these counselors are going to be for me on easy. Now, really, since I got a trap set there, my next 2 concerns are really the cars. So I usually warp over by the cars. And then I set a trap in front of the car for the, oops, I'm too close to it, I'm guessing. For the battery. So if they gotta do the battery, or if they want to exit with the car. Now if you really want to get fancy, you can put the gas tank. Oh, we got that covered. Yeah, I did get to see the Last Jedi. That was a very good movie. Very good movie. I don't want to have any spoilers on this video for the courtesy of people, so I won't go into detail, just say it was a very good one. Oh, there we go. Now we got the cars covered and the phone pretty much. And I already trapped somebody. But who did I trap? If I hit two of them, it makes me think the other car got hit. Yep. I caught somebody. Yeah, they both got slowed down.
Get up, Jason.
The popular pocket knife.
Kill them.
So what's your favorite Star Wars movie of the whole series? There we go. He's out of the way.
Jason, my boy.
Uh-oh, his buddy was taking care of him.
No matter what they do to you, you cannot die. You can never die.
Now the vision is handy. For when you're in those situations, you just can't see where they might be hiding at times. That guy with the gas can, we don't want him getting too far.
Please, no!
So we'll want to catch up to him. That's Chad, so he's a faster normally. Let's teach him a lesson.
Don't stop, Jason.
I'm with you. Empire Strikes Back is the best in my book, too.
Make them suffer like we did.
That one is phenomenal. There might be more activity by the other car. No. Threw the dice. Oh, here's somebody running around. Oh, is that the, He was fast enough. It's always good to break these windows, so if they ever try to escape out of the window, it's going to give them a little bit of damage. I see him running. Probably working on that car. Caught somebody. Oh, this guy wants to go in the water. I'll gladly take off a water kill. Yeah, El Chapa, he's out of the water now.
They deserve to die, Jason. Make them suffer.
Yeah, it's crazy the prices of things have gone up on eBay like that. And I think a downside to this guy is this version of Jason, it takes a lot of chops to take a door down. Pretty frustrating. Taking a lot of swings and a lot of time to get there. So again, people are already gone. It's like, you know, as well bust these doors out. Get them out of the way. Somebody else starts using them. There's a lot of activity over there, straight ahead. So if with all that activity over there, it looks like it's probably by the phone. Like they're trying to work on it. Who's trying to work on this phone? And the house, it's always interesting to know where somebody might be hiding. That's a lot of swings just for a regular house door. I hear the buzzing. Somebody's working on something. Now, I want to say that buzz noise is for repairing a car battery. So when I hear that, it makes me think to go over to the car. Oops, did I accidentally warp? I warped to this car. That's the other guessing game. Which car do they go to? And I'm playing pretty casual because I know these bots are set to easy. You know, I don't want to be seeing how it works. But I gotta say, for the easy option, they're not too bad so far. I mean, the main thing I gotta admit when I first played this game was that when you, like, finally get to be Jason, you finally get to be him, it's, you know, it kind of throws you off because you're so used to being a counselor. You're so used to being a counselor. You know, it really is a game changer, and if you haven't been Jason at all much, then it gets really challenging really fast to master him because you get these few chances to beat him. Yeah. Oof, I guess he was too far away. I thought I could have made it from that distance throwing. Now I know that the throw distance has got a challenge to it. But no, it takes a lot of tries to actually get it. I'm glad they put in this offline bot mode just because you can actually familiarize yourself with Jason's abilities and get an idea for the game. But I will admit, these bots do not operate like regular people at all. You know, real people online, there's usually different styles from my experience with them. And what I mean by the styles is there's usually either a bunch of lone wolves that nobody's working together at all, which is usually to your advantage, because it's actually better to not have them work together. Or you get some people that are just totally in sync and they can actually really
They deserve
bully you
to
up
die, Jason. Make them suffer.
by working together. Because, I mean, the funny thing, the more and more I think about this game is, I've noticed, is you can get totally bullied. Jason is very weak if every counselor just stayed together and you fought them all together as an army, you know, intelligently. You'd be in really good shape. It's making all this noise as if somebody's still in this house. Yeah, there they are. Finally.
No!
Well, get this one off the map. There we go.
Don't stop, Jason. They deserve to die. Make them suffer like we did.
Hey, we're close to rage mode. Hey, Ryu, what's going on, buddy? Glad you could join us tonight. I hope your holidays have served you well. Apparently, Kula D had one heck of a holiday. I'll tell you all about it, if you haven't seen it in the comments already. Well, I always thought that's funny when people are running with a flashlight on. They're like, yep, let's make it even easier to see where you're at. This person looks like they got a gun on them. Yep, try to dodge. Yep, you missed. Hey, they're using firecrackers. That's pretty smart of them. Wow, and they're chopping at me. That's pretty good for a bot.
No matter what they do, you cannot die. You can never die.
Yeah, he's always on top of informing us, isn't he? Alright, well, we got rage now, so let's let the good times roll. Now, here's a bot move where they're pretty much stuck in a corner, where a normal person probably wouldn't have been stuck like that.
They want to hurt you, Jason.
That's kind of a bottish
Don't
thing there.
let them.
Of course, like every game I ever play in, it seems like every person that I grab in this game has a pocket knife on them. It gets frustrating pretty fast. Man, didn't hit him still. Ah, crud. I actually lost him the way I was zipping around. Maybe they think they can hide in that tent. That'd be interesting. Now they're stuck on something. Ah, now this one's a resourceful kill because you get to do it by the campfire. Yeah, it seems like Arby's is doing all the gamer advertising lately.
Yes. Kill for mother.
Now, who's still remaining? Who's still remaining after all that? So, have you played this one, Ryu? I can't remember if you played this one or not. Like I was saying, we're trying out the bot version today. Just to kind of compare it with playing against real people. Yeah, this car's got some progress. Looks like the battery's done. All the way over at that house now. And you're missing out, buddy. Now that they got all these upgrades on here, it's definitely a pretty worthwhile fun. I mean, I think the game was always great, but I mean, they've even added a lot more good stuff since it's been out. And from what I understand, they're adding even more and more to this game. I mean, the developers really love the source material, you can tell by all the detail and the way they handle these things. Oh, nice. You guys got the... What do you guys think of the new Star Wars Battlefront 2? I haven't streamed that one yet, but, I gotta say, at the end of the day, I actually prefer the original Battlefront. Uh-oh, he went in here. Sneaky guy. That's what he gets.
Don't stop, Jason.
I don't think it's the best idea to, like, hide.
Make them suffer like
That's one of the new characters from the update, I think. Shelly or something? No, that was another person we killed. He's all over the place and messes. Who else is remaining here? Ah, somebody hanging out in this building, huh? Maybe the easy people just don't try too hard to actually exit.
Oh my god.
It's always good to cut the power to freak them out a bit. And we got rage mode, so we can just bust on in. And he's not in there. Ooh, he did hit me that time.
From me, Jason. Don't let them.
He's making a run for it. Ah, somebody picked Tommy Jarvis already. Of course, Tommy Jarvis always has good old pocket knife on him, good old TJ. The heck's he going? What the heck's he doing? Ah, we'll use some of these resourceful ones. There we go. That'll teach him a lesson.
That's my
No, that was all of them.
That's
Last piece of the
my
puzzle there.
Special boy. Mommy is proud of you, Jason. But it's time to come home now.
Well, you know what? That wasn't too bad for, I'd say, offline bots and easy, because nobody called the cops. They did some repairs on the cars. Nobody really tried to leave in a car. So I guess that would still categorize as easy if you think about it. And, yeah, not too bad. It's definitely not the same excitement level as regular multiplayer, but it's still very good for trying it out. Okay, let's try a different one. Let's do offline bots again. Let's do one of the most favorite maps that I notice everybody always loves, Packanack. And let's try a different version of Jason. Let's try... let's try a Jason with an axe here. Let's try this one out. And this time the difficulty will leave it on normal, and we'll do all 7 counselors. Well, White Castle's always a healthy lunch. Can never go wrong with that.
They're out there, Jason. Find them and get your revenge.
Now, one of the disadvantages of this Jason is that he does not run, you know. Having a non-running Jason is a disadvantage, but they give him different advantages. Well, he kind of walks fast, but he doesn't flat out run, you know. Well, start cutting the power to some of these buildings. That definitely helps add excitement and fun to it. Directly behind me is where the phone is. And we get at least 5 traps with this Jason, so let's start setting a few of them. Somebody thinks they're going to be on top of things by calling the cops. They're going to have to go through a trap for it. Now let's see what other means of runaway transportation they have. Well, apparently there's a car over here. So, I always like to bait the cars here. This person's already working on the car. Wow. I didn't even see him there till
Don't let them.
got there. I like how they're running into the car. Well, he didn't put a battery in this car yet, so I think I'm going to put this here. Always good to block that off, and at least the driver door. Those are the 2 key places we'll have to pass. And that person that wanted to shoot me and run, I want to give them a surprise. Well, let's go see what the other car looks like, because it's right by the big popular house. I haven't done much with this. Now this is the normal level. It felt like the last time we did the easy level, They were actually doing some more damage. The good thing about this Jason is he can knock down doors a lot faster than the typical ones. Is it doing a beep on up? That doesn't mean they're up here, does it? Can't tell. Well, it's time to take Chappa for a ride here.
They deserve to die, Jason.
You dropped your
Make
can.
them suffer.
No!
Ah, she's working on the battery. That's good for her. Oof.
Get up, Jason. Find them. Kill them.
Holy shit, is that a dead body?
All this talk. Everybody likes hanging out in this big building in this one. Oof. That was sloppy on my part.
Jason, don't let them.
Well, cats will always be crazy for Christmas. I can finally stalk. All these doors out of my way. See, it's interesting trying to think of what everybody's working on. And somebody still, it looks like, upstairs in this building, and they're just doing a roundabout with me. I don't know what they're trying to do because there's no phone calls or anything. I gotta say, for how sloppy I'm playing, because these are not my main Jasons I normally play with. That's why I picked them for some practice. There we go. We'll just use the wall. Be resourceful.
They deserve to die, Jason. Make them suffer.
Yeah, there's another house that's occupado. I want to say, since this Jason has an axe, he can bust down doors faster. He's got 3 swings and they go down. A lot of the other Jasons take 4 or more. This guy's just asking for it. I did a classic machete grab on that one. Fell right through the bed on that one.
Hunt them down and make them pay.
God! What happened?
It looks like they're still trying to work on this stuff. Yeah, this one's been tricky for me. Teach her a lesson.
Don't stop, Jason. They deserve to die. Make them suffer like we did.
Who's left on the hit list here? Any red buildings? Ugh, somebody's still hiding inside here, I tell ya. They just love hiding in these buildings. And it looks like she's crawling out of the building. Trying to listen for her. Now it's beaconing up there as if she's back in the building again. Like she's almost just doing a loop-de-loop over and over. Which is kind of silly if she is. Don't want that radio playing. Well, apparently somebody ran off to this bigger building back there. So let's go see who's hiding. Ah, even Jason gets stuck in his special modes. Don't give him too many exit options. Here's Johnny. Oh, just standing by the door of my buddy Tommy Jarvis.
Jason, my boy. Do you know
Well, he
what
did
you
at least
did?
nail me with a shotgun, I'll give him
No
that.
matter what they do to you, you cannot die.
Now, is he gonna
You
crawl
can
out of the
never
building?
die.
I think he would. Let's see, does he stay in the building? No, he ran out. Then he ran back in. Hilarious, or somebody did. Yeah, say, for normal difficulty, it really just doesn't seem like anybody is trying to, do anything out of the ordinary.
Take you from me,
Like,
Jason.
nobody's repairing the
Don't let
car.
them.
Nobody's trying to call the police. So it seems. Just seems like everybody's just running ragged a bit. Yeah, at least I nailed him. Well, somebody got trapped, but it sounds like somebody's working on a car. So let's go see who's working on what car. Let's guess this car, shall we? Hey, it's my favorite character, Jenny. Ah, missed. Oh, Jenny. Good old girl next door, Jenny. See you later.
That's my Jason. That's my special.
That is warm this time of year, being above zero. It's been in the negatives by me lately. There's somebody cruising up the hill. And he's done.
That's my boy. Hunt them down and make them pay.
Somebody else is still lingering. So this is where it gets tricky for me, because as there's less people, there's less activity, and yeah, I just don't can't always find where they're hanging out, so to speak. So you try to go to hot spots and find where they may be hiding. I like to warp around to, that's another thing that I noticed. Nobody's tried to go to Jason's house with a bot yet. Ah, there's some noise. No, they're all in here. They're all just kind of stuck in here, too.
Oh God!
See, now that's some bot stuff right there. Them two were like just running ragged and stuff.
Special boy.
So it's gonna be... That would normally happen in a regular multiplayer match. Does give you good practice for this ability, though.
You want some more?
Ah, this guy got me good.
From me, Jason. Don't let them.
Far from it, Ryu. This is just bots. The masters of this game would have had everybody killed a long time ago. Now, this game just looks a lot easier than it really is, just because of the fact that, now these are bots. Oh, I'm in rage mode, I could have just that. Got him. That's a good shot that far away. I crawled out a window.
Damn it, no!
Well, it's just me and you in the woods. That's probably the number one thing you don't want to do in this game is just to go run off into the woods. The best thing you can do is just pretty much run between cabin and cabin and slow Jason down as much as you can. Ah, the tension builds. Real question is if this guy's got a pocket knife on him or not. Everything says.
That's my boy. Hunt them down and make them pay. Mommy is proud.
Genesis game? What Genesis game are you looking to see, Hula D? Gotta be one that I have. I have been overdue for streaming a Genesis game, though, I'll give you that. There we go, at least we got a level up from it. That's always fun. Well, that was normal, and I'm kind of disappointed just because it doesn't feel like anybody really tried to do anything. Like, the main things you want to do is call the cops, escape in a car or a boat. And, I didn't really see any progression towards that. So, let's go to offline. Let's, do the hardest level on the right one. Let's do Crystal Lake. Can't go wrong with that classic. And if it's going to be Crystal Lake, let's do, yeah, the Spear Jason. That sounds good. And let's bump up that difficulty. Hard is as high as it goes. So these are going to be on the hard difficulty and all the counselors. Let's see what kind of a difference. I'm almost tempted to just let them try to do something. I actually do not have Action 52. But that isn't a bad idea for a stream, just because we could go through all 52 games and mock it. That's kind of a funny idea, actually. There'll be a lot of resetting in that game. Hunt them all down. Now this is hard difficulty level, guys.
Find them, Jason. Make them pay for what they did to us.
These are going to be hardcore players. They've got 2 cars and a phone. Well, I'm running straight to the phone setup. Plopping a trap. And from this point I can see... yeah, there is a car not too far away. Which apparently is directly behind me. I'm not even walking towards it. Yeah. Now, with this hard difficulty, I wonder if they'll just be more difficult to maybe grab and take out, or there'll actually be more teamwork and they'll work together to bully me, or is it going to be... I don't know what to expect. Let's go to the other car. Let me get this one protected. Somebody already slapped a battery in this one. So, let's cover the drivers. And I can't tell if it's got gas or not, but we'll put something over by the gas cap just in case. And it seems like there's a solid group hanging out inside this cabin. I don't know what he's thinking, but he can say goodbye. Next.
That's my boy. Hunt them down and make them pay.
Where are they all running off to? That's interesting. I think they would have been easier to sense. Another thing that's weird is that this is Crystal Lake, and I don't even see a boat option. Like, that's just nuts to me. Like, Crystal Lake should always have a boat option. So.
This can't be happening.
I might as well play with this guy, I guess. Yeah, it's good old Chad Kensington. Let's give Chad a little scare. Oh, Chad. Ain't no hiding in there, Chad.
Jason, that's my special boy.
Missed that one.
No!
Oof.
Get up, Jason. Find them. Kill them.
Man, you're naming off all the Genesis games I don't have, Coola D. Do you have all these games? My Genesis collection doesn't have many bad games in it, because I was very selective when I collected for that system. And you're naming a lot of pretty rough titles.
They want to hurt you, Jason. Don't let
I gotta really master that grab, because this lady's gonna tie up a lot of my time doing this. Yeah, it's somebody with a trap. Makes me wonder who got it. So far in hard mode, I haven't gotten any notifications about them contacting the police yet. They're trying to fix the phone. I think they've done some work on the car at least, I'll give them that. But, I do hear the phone. Oof.
Jason, do you know what your gift is? No matter what they do to you,
Well, somebody's working on the phone. Let's go look at it.
you
I
can
heard
never
the beeping.
die.
You know what? I've actually been wanting to stream King's Quest V a lot, and I gotta get that set up on the computer. King's Quest V is awesome. You guys got a good point about that one. See, the funny thing is, it's almost just as detrimental to me to knock the lights out in a building. Yeah, they repaired the phone. We'll fix that for them. But I gotta say, hard is the only time I actually seen somebody repair the phone, so they're at least trying.
Jesus Christ!
Gotta be closer. Yeah, this guy's one of the newer characters. And he's got a pocket knife. How nice.
Find them. Kill them.
Well, I've definitely caught somebody enough times in traps to get butchered. This phone is still gotta get repaired again. Yikes, you got me right in the eye on that one.
You know what your gift is. No matter what they do to you, you cannot
Well, I will say,
you can
Hard
never
has
die.
Someone help!
gotten some good hits on me. But I'm not hearing much phone progress, you know.
Oh God, no!
And how many times we gotta hit this guy until we slow him down enough? Yeah, you're not gonna be getting too far up against that wall. There you go. Say hello to my spirit. Ghost spot would be interesting, but I don't have that one either.
Don't stop, Jason. They deserve to die. Make them suffer like we did.
Well, with all those traps going off, you would think somebody'd be around these cars. Ah, well that must be somebody that got butchered by the traps that I left for them. So it doesn't seem like the bots are that resourceful for injuries, you know. You'd think that they might seek medical spray or you know, not just keep on running into traps over and over until they got iced. Pretty close to rage mode, which basically just means you hit the half point in the game. And you know what, guys, I'll probably look into see if I could pull off some type of Genesis game for you then in a stream. Or a King's Quest. We're well overdue for some KQ, that's for sure. Always down with the KQ. Come on, rage mode, kick in, so I ain't gotta like bust this door all day. Maybe I'll just break all the windows first, get them all riled. See if there's any other way out of here. Just this door here. Or this window. I figured after doing a lap around this, There we go. Slowly but surely. Well, once you get rage mode, you can bust through walls inside the cabin, and you can bust through the door with pretty good ease. And we got a kebab.
They deserve to die, Jason.
You know, she had some health spray on her.
Make them suffer.
And we got rage active, so we can really start cooking. Why is this one still highlighted in red? Like somebody's still in here? Who the heck could still be in here? That's gotta be a mistake. Maybe they sense that person's still there. Oh no, there is somebody in here. Somebody's hiding.
That's my Jason.
Alright.
That's my special boy.
This cabin still isn't done? Who else is hiding in here? In another bed? Really? Oh my goodness. How many counselors is hidden? This is hilarious.
That's my boy.
You know what? I might as well before I walk out again. Anything in this one too?
Pay.
No. Who would have thought hiding under the bed would be the solution? Nah, it's not for this Jason. Somebody's being pretty quiet around here. We gotta zip around to some key spots, I guess. Haven't really been over here in this area. See if anything's going on. Cut some power while we're in the area. Any other noise anywhere? I'll see a blip if anybody's making some noise. I don't think I've seen Tommy Jarvis yet, so he's still got to be running around. Yeah, so pretty much... Well, I'm honored you're saying all of them in the chat today. And that makes you wonder anybody else that would be hiding around the area. Kind of casually taking my time, see if somebody will repair a car maybe, and I'd hear the car start or something. But no, this ain't a hot spot. You would think over here would be. There's a red building. Gotta see where the action is at. Oh man, I still gotta walk it a bit. Let me guess, they're hiding in the bed. Let's zone in on them. See, now that I'm in rage mode, you can literally just bust through a door in one hit. That's what I love about rage mode. These doors are not slowing you down anymore. That sounds like... Oh, it's TJ. But stuck.
Nope. No!
There we go. Just butcher him.
Yes.
See, that's another bot
Kill
thing too.
for
It's just
mother.
kind of stuck. So, yeah, you got to take these bots with a grain of salt because they're just AI.
My
They're not real people.
sweet Jason.
And overall, I
Mom is
mean,
proud of you.
it's nothing
Now
like
come
the real
home.
multiplayer experience, to be honest. Because it's just way too easy, and a lot of the bots kind of get stuck, and most of the moves they make are pretty predictable. And if you played real people, in most situations, they'd be much more challenging. But overall, I'm glad they added the spot feature, and to tell you the truth, I would be really interested in a bot of Jason, actually. I mean, I understand why they did this first bots of counselors, because it's so hard to ever be Jason. I mean, you play how many times? So just to kind of compare and contrast what's going on here, I'm going to load up and actually just go online and see if we can play a session or two and actually compare with what the bots look like compared to some real people out there. So I'm going to cross my fingers and hope we actually get involved in some good matches here, and we can go down the line from there. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm going to have to get cracking on that other streams. So, since Kula D regaled us with his holiday findings, you get any good holiday goods, Ryu? Anything you've been, were you good this year for Santa Claus? Oh man, I hosted my own match. Well, this'll be interesting. Hopefully enough people will join in. Denver Kim, she's pretty good. Yeah, she's good for repair. That's gonna take a while waiting on these people. This'll take a while. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, no, I know you said you said the Star Wars Battlefront. I was just curious about all the Steam games. I've actually heard of those, but they're not picturing in my head the Star Ocean and Okami. Yeah, you can't go wrong with some Steam games, that's for sure. Everybody's getting the Battlefront. I don't know. It's very different from the first Battlefront, so if you love the first one, it'll be a very hard transition to the second one, in my opinion. It's not a bad game, I just don't care for it as much. Yeah, I'd say at best I'm decent at PvP, but I'm far from good at it too, so don't feel too bad. Finally get this rolling. Alright, this will be an interesting comparison to bots. Alright. Counselor, nice change of pace.
I gotta get out of here. Now!
And it's always good when you start by a big cabin, because there's usually decent stuff in it, like a flare gun. There, that's much better. Hey, there's some gas. A good practice is to pick up an item and drop it really fast to notify other people on the map.
This is not a prank! We need your help! Jason is killing us! We need your help! Please, someone!
And TJ's been notified, so I'm hitting it all up. I was in a really good cabin for a start here. Icing on the cake would be, yes it is, a pocket knife. Alright. Liking the start so far. Anything else in here? It's odd, there's usually health spray in the bathroom. Bat is always good, but flare gun's better. How about a map? There's a walkie-talkie, but, you know, that's going to be interesting to see what we got over here. There's some health. And... going to rock and roll. Oh boy. Well, where's he hiding? And I still don't have a map. Oh. Oh. That's no good. This guy already... Nice. This guy's hungry for more. Who's cuter now? A lot of running. Oh, what the duck. Alright. Huh. I guess he ain't in that area. That guy's... Uh-oh. It's always good to have a pocket full of knives. I got two more where that came from. Can't go wrong with hiding in a tent. What the hell you gotta do to find a map in this game? Alright. Anything good in here? There we go. Nothing good there. In here. There we go. Finally a map. I can actually see what's going on. Hey, what's going on, 40 Warrior? Glad to see you could stop by, my friend. Alright, what's going on this map? No boat. Man, that's aggravating. I always like using the boat as an escape. It always seems like the boat would be, a last thought. There we go. Back to this game again. Oh. Well, kind of far away, but try to make a run for it. There we go. Alright, let's see if this needs any fuel. I got some fuel.
I hope I'm doing this right.
No. Ready? No. Alright, let's see if there's a weapon. There we go. At least we got a weapon. But now we need some keys if we're going to get anywhere. There we go. A lot of health. Get it. Uh-oh. Well. Well, without keys, we ain't gonna get nowhere. Alright, now that we got this gas, let's try to get to that car. That other car is all the way this way. We're gonna get a little
Who
bit
is
of walk.
that? My God, I can't look.
Already got gas in it? That's no good. Oh boy, it sounds like somebody's making a bolt for the other car. And some gas.
There, got it.
Well, now I don't... There we go. Really need some keys now. Got the car fully charged up. No keys. Wait for that stamina to rebuild.
Help! Oh, God! Help! Oh, God!
Uh-oh. Not looking good for me. Not looking good. This yo-yo is on me now, after I filled up the other car. I got no keys. They're unstoppable. Well, it's going to be a lot of time to burn. It's going to take a while. That's not going to be easy. Need more stamina. Sure, I'll be back in no time. All right. I'll tell somebody's right here, but I don't see him. Yeah, I'm still kicking Ryu, slowly but surely. We might just be running out the clock in this match. Worst part is, I filled up the gas in 2 cars and one of them ran off and I wasn't around for it. That's what's really hard if you ain't got a set of keys here and you're kind of SOL. Alright. Still hunting for those keys. Nice. Well, there's another filled up car waiting for you guys. It's all ready to go, the 4-seater. That's where... Oh, man. And I'm pretty far away, but I'll try to do a run towards it and see if I can luck out. Let's see here. Alright, well, let's just bolt for that car. This car ready to go. I thought somebody else had the keys. I'm finally by it. I have it. I did everything but the keys because I never came across them. They might be on a dead body somewhere, but I don't see them on the map. Well, ran out the clock. Good enough. They only got 2 of them. Alright, so we'll try one more round. That was just survival by time. Let's see if we can do something a little bit more interesting. My favorite's actually to call the cops and then get away.
gotta get out of here. Now!
Alright, same drill. Find some good stuff and get going. But hey, we can call TJ again.
Is anyone there? This is not a prank. We need your help. Jason is killing us. We need your help. Please, someone!
Well, TJ's on his way. And a walkie-talkie, so the fun can really begin now. There we go. There's a present for him. What's going on, gentlemen? Not too worried about this guy's skill set. Well, you people make sure you get the 4-person rolling. My repair skill's pretty good, but I don't have anything for cops. I can go to town on the phone fuse. It'll be like 2 clicks. Alright. Anybody who's good at driving, I dropped some keys off for you. Well, they're well, if anybody's good at driving, I threw a set next to the car.
Please, no!
Okay. I'm just waiting to be a passenger here. Circle. No. No.
Holy shit!
Aw, man. Well, maybe I can beat TJ if I'm lucky.
I need you to listen to me. Jason?
Copy on neurotherapy. 10-437.
Man. Well, with those keys by that car, should be an easy outlet for these guys. I guess I should have went to go repair for the cops. Whoa! Gonna hit the broadside of the bar. TJ's on the run. I never noticed there was a boat option on this map. Well, about 2 minutes till the cops. He's still after this guy.
Help me! Please, anyone!
They ever gonna use that damn car? Nice. Well, should be able to run to the cops soon. Can't believe somebody's just hiding. Well, the cops are here, so I don't know why people ain't making a break for it by now. finally, this person's gonna take the car. Well, let's watch them escape via car.
Holy shit! It started!
Get rolling. I think that's the 4-person car, too. They're gonna, like, leave one person. Well, the cops are there, too, so I guess they're alternative options. Is that all of them? Ah, crap.
That's my good boy. Mommy has a reward for you. Come home, sweetie.
Oh. Yeah, that's the fun thing about this game, Ryu. Even when you, don't survive, you still can flip through and watch other people play, and it does help some excitement to the factor, because you can watch the rest of the game kind of end and play out, and probably learn a couple tips and tricks if you die soon, because obviously people that are lasting are better players in most situations. So, no, that's it. That's pretty much a good stream for Friday 13th. I don't know if I'd revisit this game again in this stream. They'd have to do one heck of an update. I'd be excited to see a bot version of Jason out there with, like, bot AI for counselors and Jason, and just see how it all works out. But, no, till then, that's pretty much the stream for tonight, guys. Just want to show you what the bots are like in this game. Show you a little bit more than I did in the last stream. And I don't know what the next stream is going to be, but you guys put some good recommendations out there, and I'll try to accommodate them the best I can. But, like usual, thanks a lot for coming out, guys. I appreciate it. Look forward to talking to you on the next stream.